Hello and welcome to Mr. Lisp in Progress. I am your host, Mr. Lisp, and today we're going to be talking about the journey and the destination, and understanding that many of the times we are so fixated on the destination, the end goal, what's going to happen, where we're going to be, that we dismiss the journey. And the journey is the present. Journey is what we're going through right now, and understanding that this is the most beautiful part, because if you don't put work into the journey or your present, your future is only forever going to be dreams, because it starts now. It starts with what we're doing now. This very moment, the work that we put in, the times that we say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it, that's impacting our future. But we're so consumed many times on the end result, the big goal at the end, the celebration, the party, the flowers, the recognition, but we do not focus on the journey, the enjoyable part, the bit where it hurts, the bit where it's fun, the bit where your emotions are all over the place, the highs, the lows, the bit where you really learn about yourself, the times where you're going to want to fold, give up, and then there's times where you start to see the momentum and you go with it, and you go with it. And I believe for myself, I've been so fixated on getting to this end goal, which I was being honest, being blunt, I was deluded, because there's never going to be an end goal, because there's always more that we're going to be working towards. So I had to sit down and realize, and I think it was going to the Arsenal parade that really shook me up and got me thinking, is that I need to focus on the journey and enjoying the journey more. Enjoy the journey as much as I can, embrace it, take in as much as I'm able to take in, the highs, the lows, because this is the what I'm living for, what I'm living in. This is the bit what I am. And it's being able to look back and say, all right, yeah, I've done this, I've done that, I enjoyed that, I learned this. That didn't go so well, because not everything's always going to be good. Not everything is going to be great. Not everything's going to be, how we want it to go. Just like anything in life. You're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows, good days, your bad days. But you've got to be able to ride the wave. Ride it, ride it, ride it. It's going to get choppy. You're going to want to retreat back to safety. But just keep riding this wave, because the journey that we're on, each one of us is on, is bigger than we can see. And it can be as big as we want to take it, or where we want to take it. It can be massive. Because have you ever sat down and thought about just something very, very small, and then when you start unpacking it, you realize that something very small can become very big. We've all had a party, a gathering, and we said, I'm just going to invite a handful of friends, or a close family, or a handful of people. And then when you start thinking about, oh, but that person needs to be there, and that person, and then, oh, bring that, and then it becomes, okay, you need to book a hall, or now you need DJ, you can see how it can just expand. But back to the point anyway, the journey that we're on is the process that we need to enjoy. And I can't reiterate it to anybody else any more than I am. Enjoy it. Take the rough with the smooth, understand it, learn from it, and keep growing. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have days when you want to give up. I've gone through so many of them. And like I keep saying to individuals, like, I do not wake up every day and it's the most perfect day, and I'm smiling from ear to ear, and no. But it's a choice that I'm making, and it's a choice that I say to myself, I've got to keep showing up for myself more than anybody else, for myself, because I use this channel to help me. I use going in here to help me. It's an outlet, and it's an enjoyable outlet for me. I found something that I enjoy doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. But it's not easy. Anyone out here, everyone knows it's not an easy process. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, yeah, it's not. But for myself, it works. And the hard work and the grit and the dedication will show. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you. We've hit 50 subs now. That's a big achievement. Well, for myself, for many probably wouldn't, but for me, I can see the progression, I can see the growth, and I am just grateful. So each and every one of you out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Become part of this. Be part of it, man. Don't have to be shy. We're all, all here for the common goal. All here for the common goal. But yeah, so I'd like to say thank you, and that kind of slightly brings me on to the other point of the journey. Yes, I'm enjoying the journey, starting to see waves of recognition and bits and bobs, but it's not the absolute, it's not the end. And there's so much work to be put in, there's so much more to do, but it's understanding it and enjoying it. And that's where I'm at a place of just appreciating, enjoying, and that's having gratitude. That's having gratitude to be in a position to be here. Because there's many people that would want to do similar stuff and unable to for many reasons. And, I can only pray and hope that, they find the path, the lane, their confidence, the self-esteem to get up and go. And you know who I'm talking about. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the point. Enjoy the journey, because the journey, we don't know how long it's going to last. We don't know how long we're going to want to be on the same path of whatever we're doing. So embrace it, go for it. If you're going to go for it with both hands. There's no point doing anything in half measures. If you're going to do something, commit 100 and just give it your all. Because at least when you know you've given it everything you have. And 9/10 of the time, we never give everything. We always hold a little back in our reserve pot. For what reason? I don't know. Probably our safety mechanism, whatever. But I'm going to love you and leave you there. Please watch another video and like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. Check out a video there and there. Mr. Lisf out.